Mine's got a blue light to show that it's working, and then a red light is when I'm muted. And so, yeah, I just go off that. And then
Mine has no lights.
I don't do anything don't do anything on the Discord side, because if I end up muting my mic on here, then you don't hear anything. And then,
Hey, before the show, say that we are starting. I'll put the dog inside, so I'll save the audience from the dog. Yeah, as usual, I have no idea what kind of things we're going to talk about today, but always exciting to hear what's happening. Yeah, then I'll return and have all the knowledge and information, like nothing's wrong.
I gotta mute my alt Discord, otherwise you'll be hearing that ping. Alright, we'll be starting here in a few minutes as we get people to join here.
Yes, and you can describe your feelings in the on-air chat.
Describe your feelings. Let us know all of your complaints in the on-air chat.
Okay, I'll put the doggy inside. He's been in too many shows, so I think he's had enough. Noniin, Ares, mene sisälle. Noniin, mene. Ui, liukasta. Noniin.
Mä nyt repinyt häntä ja kaikki on veressä taas ja nyt se täällä tappaa.
Oh boy.
Repinyt häntä ja kaikki on veressä taas ja nyt se täällä tappaa.
That was an example of when your microphone is on and you didn't know it. My dog, he bit his tail one day during the podcast, and there was blood everywhere, and I was cleaning it and yes, getting the dog to the vet. It was like midnight, I guess. Fucking hell.
Lamau.
Oh.
Where's OC? Have you heard anything about him?
No.
I wrote him a few messages like how you doing and blah blah. You know.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's
And,
been like a
no
month
reply.
since the last time we messaged, and he's just trying to get shit together. So.
Yeah. I also took a break from like playing too intensively Eve Echoes. I do the AI ratting and stuff like for 3 months now. I had lots of work to do and just that, but still, like I do reply if anyone has something to ask or talk about.
Okay, put just the big bubble up.
Oh yeah.
Just the big bubble up.
Our own Dictor bubble, turn off now.
Please. Please put your bubble up.
Put our
Oh,
own
boy.
Dictor bubble
We have
down
so many-
at the LQ gate. Take down our
We have
Dictor bubble.
Recorded. Many fallen heroes. We have still in soundboard,
Yeah.
and
Got
we
a
can
soundboard
honor
for
them
everybody.
by playing.
Mä nyt repinyt häntä.
Bubble them. I am back.
Hey, we got an update
Oh,
on
what?
Damon too.
Exactly how many fucks do you have to give?
Any Panini sound bites? Ooh, I have to go way back into the archives for that.
Yeah, that's like 5 years. No, maybe, yes, 4. Ancient archives.
Not on my soundboard here.
Did you make a new intro this time?
It's an old intro. It's one of the variations of the R virus.
Okay. Oh yes,
One of the
But
7
hey.
different ones I did.
but it's good. We have so many.
Now I'm like, what should I do? It's November, like mid-November, and we don't have Christmas stuff coming just yet, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do that or if I just revert back to one of the older intros. But so that's what I ended up doing.
Yeah, it was yesterday we got first snowfall in Finland.
Oh yeah, I was hearing about that. Because you end up messaging Allie and you don't message me. Unless it's about podcast. When podcast?
But Ali,
Hey.
she still enjoys building, construction type of things. Then I was showing her. I was building a sauna.
Yeah.
And the pictures and whatnot.
Which
That's why.
Did
I
you
was
send?
thinking,
Did you send her the updated
Ali is
photos
like-
on that? Because she was asking me about it. I was like, well, I'll show you the ones I have.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, you can do that after the show.
Yes, I will. I'll do it tomorrow because, like, here it sunset at 3 o'clock p.m. now, so it's very dark most of the time. So I need to try to get the pics in the morning.
All right. GB, you ready?
Yes,
Yes.
I hope so. Oh,
Okay.
God damn it! It's the beginning again.
There's one. And I gotta find.
Okay, let her rip. I'll try to be quiet while the music plays.
Yes, please.
I don't do beatbox.
All right. Soundboard initiated.
The Echoes of New Eden podcast starts now. Enjoy the show.
Widespread reports of the infectious R virus are pouring in as pilots from around New Eden are beginning to panic. The R virus, short for Rambo virus, has infected thousands of pilots as he uses his platform to communicate, infect, and disorient his listeners. Medical experts have informed us that alterations of clone DNA has led to the creation of an entirely new type of virus. This R virus is somehow able to spread through sound waves, rearranging and permanently modifying pilots on a cellular level. By creating auditory and visual hallucinations, it starts with seemingly random changes in pitch until slowly the infected begin to lose the ability to understand language. You may begin to feel disoriented as sounds become more distorted and volume increases. Your body begins to vibrate, time slows down as reality disappears. If you are listening to this now, it is already too late.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the latest edition of Eva Echoes Echoes of New Eden podcast, I should say. It's been a week. Give me a break. It's been a week. We didn't have an episode last week, and I'm sorry about that. But we are back this week, and I had actually got some cool stuff to talk to you guys about this week, as well as we got a few guests for you guys to appreciate. Yeah. So without further ado, shall we get this started? And I have my trusty co-host Juby with us today. So how's it going, Juby?
Yo. Pretty
Welcome.
good. Almost forgot we had the show, but I'm here.
Yeah, it's to the point where you have to be like, are we gonna have a show? Are we gonna? Is it a thing? I know we're kind of on a bi-weekly schedule nowadays. It kind of seems like.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, it's Sunday. We have a show today. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't believe it's Sunday today.
Believe it or not, we can't have like a 2-hour show because I got plans later. We got the football game on. I gotta watch it.
Oh.
You know, yeah. It's. I mean, we could do 2 hours, but probably not not too much afterwards. So, anyway, I'm glad you're here, Juby. So thank you for coming. And yeah, so for the latest and greatest as far as Eve Echoes content and such, and we'll talk about the latest and greatest news, as well as what's all going on with the Corp clash, and we could talk about that, and basically whatever else is coming up in Eve Echoes right now, and as far as the new stuff too is I'm not really sure as to what we have coming down the line as far as like updates. Do we have when's those? What do you call them? Those super dreads coming out? So we're still waiting on those. Titans, yeah. And
Super Dread.
yeah, I couldn't think of the name right there. It's been so long since we've talked about it. I couldn't even think of the name. But anyway, people are hoping for
But
Titans.
we could get, we could get like Super Dreads and evolve beyond Titans even, if you think about it. Like this
Yeah,
is
and they probably
Metis,
Yeah, they
Metis
probably
game, and
will have super bodyguards.
we can have like Borg cubes flying around. That could be cool.
Next patch is a new crab carrier. Okay. Don't tell us that. Because as soon as we get ship in the box, if we get ship in the box, then we bring back the More Money Than Brains Blow Me Mountain segment, where we showcase all the losses on the new ship. So do we want that? I think we do want that for content, but I don't think the community wants that. So, and speaking of, I do have Blow Me Mountain this weekend. So there you go. We can give credit to all the people that are losing ships and getting kills out there. We got the Blow Me Mountain for another week, so I'm excited to go over that. And then as well as we have a couple guests, and we will actually kind of start the show with these guests as well. And if I can get them to raise their hand, I'll invite AFish and Doomsy on, and we can welcome them into the podcast for the first time. So welcome.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hello.
Welcome. And so a couple weeks ago, this is kind of how this kind of came to fruition. It was a couple weeks ago, I was approached by somebody in the community saying that AFish had come back to Eve Echoes. And so I was like, oh, that's interesting, because I remember Who's a Fish from way back in the early days of Eve Echoes, the first year of it. And she was doing talking in stations and having interviews with the community and all that type of stuff. And, that was kind of when I was up and coming and just starting the podcast. That was that very first season that we were doing when I was doing it by myself. And then, she had quit and moved on and been playing other games. And then she's back. So here she is. So welcome, Who's a Fish? More commonly known as AFish, or I don't know who you go by in game. I don't know if it's Who's a Fish or AFish, but regardless, welcome.
So thank you. Yeah, it depends on which player I am. So I use a variety of names, but everything usually ends in some sort of fish iteration. So slippery fish, war fish, epic fish, that kind of thing. But yeah,
Nice.
typically people know me as AFish. So yeah, I played Echoes about 4 to 5 years ago. I ran my own alliance. We were in a null sec. I mean, I played alpha and beta, and I absolutely fell in love with Echoes. I played for quite some time, and then, just kind of real life caught me. Things happened at the alliance that didn't go so well. So I took a little bit of a break. And in this last year, I've been playing Eve Galaxy Conquest. So I've been playing for about a full year, and that's, I'd say, scratched the itch of the Eve community, but it hasn't necessarily gone as far as what I remember Eve Echoes delivered. So I think Eve Echoes, there's a couple of things that have brought me back is, I really enjoy the Eve community as a whole. I like nerding out about ships. I like talking about different meta and, the diplomacy, the space drama, all of that kind of good
Sure.
thing that the Eve community has to offer. So yeah, I'd say kind of coming in, we've had some fun with Eve Galaxy Conquest, but it's started to become a little bit stale. So I talked to Doomsy because he's been in a corp with me, and a couple of our guys just said, "Hey, why don't we go check out Echoes?" I think Doomsy, you're starting your own thing. I've joined with the Black Flag Pirating Co. as a
Hmm.
team that believe they're allied with SHH.
Hmm.
And yeah, we're just kind of coming back to kind of see. It's almost like a new game, so it's a little exciting. It's a little overwhelming, but also exciting.
So, real quick, let's introduce Doomsy into the show.
Yeah.
And hey, Doomsy, welcome to the show. It's the first for you as well. I didn't get to know you back then when you were initially in the game in OP4S, but welcome. And yeah, I mean, we're excited to have you guys and talk some Eve Echoes and stuff, basically, because yes, like you'd said, the game had changed quite a bit over the years. And Doomsy, what have you noticed as far as coming back?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. And yeah, I was you were back in OP4S when the game first released. We used to go by OpForce, but yeah, everyone ends up calling us OP4S. But what I've noticed since I've come back is the meta's changed entirely. A lot of things have been added, like super carriers and dreads, and they've added in a couple of things that I was looking for. Still don't have my D scan, although I do have narrow scan, so kind of close, I guess. But I'm an EVE Online player at heart. I've played EVE Online since 2003. I always end up coming back to it. I still have 4 active characters on it, but EVE Echoes was a good middle ground for me when it did come out. And then I got deployed, so I kind of fell out of it for a while. But after getting out of the military, I moved towards Eve Galaxy Conquest for a bit. Obviously, I'm leaving that for reasons Fish listed. Coming back to Eve Echoes, I've noticed that they've built out the system quite a bit more, but they still haven't turned it into a cash cow, which I can really appreciate.
Yeah, so I want to hear more about this Eve Galaxy Conquest. And, I didn't really dive into it because, one, I've got other obligations and commitments that I play and do. And, like, Eve Echoes is kind of it for me when it comes to mobile games. I do play some console stuff occasionally when I can, but for the most part, I don't really dive into very many other games. I don't really do PC gaming. I just don't have the time for that. To be able to play EVE Online or even EVE Frontier. And, even though I've played the betas and all that, it's like, I just can't dedicate that much time to it. So naturally, I don't really get out to play these other games, but I am curious about EVE Galaxy what is it called? Conquest? And,
Yeah. Or you might refer to it as, yeah, I call it EGC because, Eve Echoes EGC is Eve Galaxy Conquest.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose track of how many Eves there are. Freaking.
Oh, yeah. We got Frontier and Vanguard now.
Yeah. And so, yeah, tell us about this game. Is this another NetEase game? I think so.
I believe NetEase is involved, but it's essentially Nova Empire and the Stellaris mobile game where it's tiles and you have timers and your ships are fleets and you have commanders and rolling boxes to get new commanders and new ships. It's the same concept as Nova Empire to a degree with a few differences and an EVE touch to it.
Yeah, so what's good?
Yeah.
What's good in EVE Conquest?
I don't know if it's by NetEase or if it's not. I think it's by CCP. I just think that they might have some partners, but it's supposedly developed by CCP Games in their Shanghai studio.
Oh, you're right. That's right. I got this wrong last time too because it looks a lot like the NetEase build.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
like
CCP.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of really good things, but it's definitely, I'd say, kind of think of your typical space war conquest game with multiple servers with Eve skins. Like if I explain certain things, like the map, it's all gonna have the same names. You know, you've got Devoid, Derelict. You have like we have to eventually kill Jita, like get Jita. It's a war conquest territory grab game. And it is very fun. You do have the like we have the Abaddon as one of the ships right now. The NATO is the absolute meta in this game.
Oh,
Um, but essentially you kind of build out fleets, and then you with your you do have a station or a home base that you move around, and everybody moves their stations to essentially gather territory and you know
wage
conquest.
war.
Yeah, wage war and conquer the lands essentially. So I don't know if you guys have played Nova Empire or something similar to that. It's not really the same as an Eve Echoes vibe where you only have the one server. Here we have a multitude of different servers, and then you go through a season, and a season typically lasts about 3 months or so. We don't necessarily get any dates on when these seasons will end, but yeah, you start a season, you have to rebuild your home base, rebuild all your fleets, you keep all your commanders, you keep all your ships, but essentially you have to start over each season, and then it's essentially a race to grab as much territory as you can.
Hmm. It's like Risk.
In concept, it was a very fun game. It's just over time, it's become more financially draining than what a mobile game should fairly be, and that's what's detracted me from wanting to play it.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, like I think a lot of people when I play Echoes, they're like, "Oh, Echoes is so pay to win." I was like, "Oh, go play EGC, and then you will come back and be
Yeah.
like, never mind, okay." Because
Major rip.
like the thing,
Yeah.
here's the difference with Eve Galaxy Conquest. I'm stuck in a server. I cannot recruit anybody outside of my server. You can't choose which server you go to. So your recruitment options are extremely limited. In addition, they sometimes push limited events to specific servers with specific ships that you can buy, you can only buy. So that led to the whole issue with the tornado, where they did a limited event towards only specific servers. Those servers, if those players had an option, they might have spent 5 grand for one ship, and I'm not joking.
Jeez.
People actually did
Mm.
spend 5 grand for one ship, and they like 5-starred it. And other servers that then merged never had this opportunity for this event, and this event never came back.
Oh
So
Wow.
boy.
it was a one-time event, and that, in my opinion, is a horrible thing. And then in addition, it's completely overpowered. Like the ship itself is completely imbalanced, and the community has been saying this for maybe 4 or 5 seasons now.
Wow. Yeah, and yeah, we thought Eve Echoes had a lot of whales. Give a shout out to Eve Conquest for racking in the whales. There you go.
Oh, 5,000 is nothing. We
Yeah.
have a guy who spends about 10,000 to 12,000
Oh
per
my
season.
gosh.
Oof.
I'm like,
Yep, and
God damn.
he doesn't even flinch.
he's like, yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, we just got a raid alert on this podcast.
Oh no.
Welcome everybody.
But
Re-
yeah. So yeah, no, I mean it's definitely a fun game. Like I said, it scratches the itch. Like it's definitely a little bit more passive. Well, I'd say it's more passive and more active in different ways, because with Eve Echoes, I feel like events are more planned, and there's a lot more team oriented involvement. So if I want to do a fleet roam, I do have to kind of team up, and we have to have different fleet comps. Whereas in EGC, you can kind of passively log in, send your fleet to a siege, like AFK, and then just log off and be done.
Mm.
And you'll gain credits for that. But it's definitely, if you want to get more involved, especially if you get more involved in leadership, there is more of the diplomatic side. You have to do Diplo cross server, and then really cross your fingers and hope those servers collide, so that if you had a agreed merge, that that will actually be able to happen. So there's just, yeah, different elements for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Then what brought you back to Eve Echoes? Just the familiarity, you used to play it back in the day, still know people.
A couple of things. I mean, I'd say one of the big straw that broke the camel's back. So this was a big thing that happened in Eve Galaxy Conquest. About for 48 hours, half of the entire community could not log into their game. and there was absolutely no developer support. So anybody who bound their account to Facebook just went 48 hours without being to log in. And mind you, this is also a time sensitive game. So losing 2 days, you're losing access to specific banners that
Wow.
gives you specific ships. You're losing out on Nova credits when people are sieging territory. So that was not just like one server had an issue. It was every single server across the entire game. Over half of the community could not log in. And the developers just were like, we're going to look into it. So I think that was a big thing.
Yeah.
I found that I know NetEase obviously kind of handles things a little differently than CCP does, but I do feel like the Eve Echoes community as a general, I think they have a bit more developer support and the game is fleshed out a little bit better. I'm still kind of coming back, so I'd need to see how balanced I'd say everything is, but just as a whole, I think Eve Echoes is much more affordable. I think it's play to progress. Like it's a subscription model, and I will pay a subscription model, but I do not want to pay $5,000 a season just to maybe get a tornado and then get locked out
Jeez.
of my account. It
Yeah.
was just the lack of support and just clear inability to balance things for
Yeah.
me has kind of made me realize Eve Echoes, I'm definitely still a dedicated player, but with Echoes, I think I'll be able to get a deeper gaming experience.
Yeah, how about that? Eve Echo's not the only one that's ever had blackouts, so congrats to CCP
Oh yeah.
and Conquest. So
Yeah.
What was your guys' longest blackout?
we've had a
4
local.
hours.
No, I would probably say is longer than that. Not any more than 24 hours, because I know we had local issues similar to that that blackout, that happened in Eve Online, but they just screwed up locals so much, and they're messing with the chat box, and then nobody can type anything, and then you go to next system over, and then now you're getting Jita chat in nullsec, and it's like, what the hell is going on? So we've had a number of issues over the years, but yeah, give a hand clap to them for taking care of us when it came
We
to
can
be.
still log in.
Yeah, we could still log in, and then of course they would give us the compensation, 5,000 XP or SP, and or sometimes it's like 100,000. There was one time they had an update.
Yeah,
Yeah,
usually
with 5,000
it's
Nova
pretty
credits.
good.
Just kind of funny. It's like you guys got 5,000 SP. We just got Nova credits. So it was kind of, I
Sure.
just found that a bit
Yeah.
ironic.
What's funny is
Yeah, we kind of wait them to fuck up and then like take the compensation.
so get this.
5,000 seems like to be their sweet spot.
There was an update a year or so ago, maybe a little bit longer, and Eve Echoes, it was like overheating phones for some reason, some back end thing. It was overheating phones, and so not only did they fix that problem, but then they issued skill points, and then they gave you coolant as a joke. Yeah.
Oh God. At least there's some comic relief there.
Give it
I'd
up.
say ours is like complete absent communication, and then randomly, all right, it's up, and by the way, here's your compensation, and bye. And then they like go hide in their hidey holes, and we're
Sure.
like,
Yeah, we
oh,
did.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. NetEase is the same way. I mean, you're not missing. It's hard to get any info out of them. When it comes to updates, and sometimes it's very vague, and then they don't want to say things about future events, and what they did to content creators. It's just sad. So anyway, regardless,
I think I'm the last official content creator,
right? Yeah.
and I have heard from the devs like 2 times in 5 years, like something small, like hi or bye or something like that. But
I used to be.
But
I used to
yeah,
be good
sometimes
with Carrie.
I
was
would
the
love to
last
like
guy.
really
yeah,
bring a
I
surge.
do.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I do talk to Cloud. Cloud sometimes talks back and understands English. And yeah, Cloud has been like the most talkative out of the developers.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, even then, he can't make all the decisions, and I think a lot of people come to him for concerns, cheating, and basically what he tells them is, well, submit a ticket. Okay, well, your game allowed me to what was it? This happened to a pilot. the CEO closed an office with a Midgard in production. So yeah, who knew that was a thing, right? Congrats,
Ouch.
NetEase. And ultimately, Cloud was contacted and customer support was contacted. So that pilot was able to get that ship, but they have to wait for it to basically become quote unquote out of production. So, it's going to deliver in the low sec ITC and all of that. But like he does do things in the game that are pretty helpful, and he is knowledgeable. And I think he does try, but like literally he can't do everything. So, I mean, it is what it is at that point.
Yeah, he usually says that the investors, like he tries to how to say, keep the investors happy, and like some things are
The
tight.
whales.
Like we need to have the market, we need to have stuff to sell, to make money. That's how we roll.
I'm telling you, we just bring the Eve Galaxy Conquest players into Eve Echoes because you're gonna have a
Life
surge of
injection.
a surge of
Mhm.
spenders,
Oh,
but at the same time, like some of these guys, while they're spenders, they in their minds, I think they're very much like, if I just spend and I get the biggest ship, I'll be the biggest player, and that's very much their attitude. So I think they'd kind of come in to Eve Echoes with a little bit of culture shock of like, oh wow, this frigate just took down my battle cruiser. Like you kind of get a little bit humbled.
yeah.
Spender's Eve's favorite snack.
Yeah, what's considered a spender?
Someone who comes
But
in with $5,000
is
and
there-
thinks they're
is
going to
there a
win because
dollar
they dropped
amount?
$5,000.
Is there a dollar amount? I mean, because I don't know. I could be considered a spender. I mean, a lot of pilots could be $50 here and there for an event, something like that. But like
Well, it
$5,000
depends on how
plus.
many alts you have.
Huh?
So
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
some
Oh,
people have
shit.
alts, and they won't necessarily have one big account, but they'll have three pretty decent ones. I mean, Doomsy, how much would you say you spent per season on average?
It's fancy. It's been a year and 1 month, and I've spent just shy of $6,000. So probably
Wow.
$800 or $900 a season total.
What?
God damn. Would you buy
not
a
even-
UBT shirt? Please.
Dang.
And I'm not even a whale. I'm not even considered big. I'm like just okay.
Yeah, I felt like shy saying I spent maybe like 500 a month, and I only have one account. Like I'm not playing alts. Like I'm just not doing it. I told myself I wasn't going to get into leadership, and then somehow I ended up accidentally becoming the CEO.
Accidentally.
See, I was light on my spending until my spouse was just like, I was talking about a ship that I wanted, the Apocalypse. And I was like, man, it's kind of insane. You have to just pay like $1,000 to get the ship. And then one day she's like, you know what, just do it. Just do it. Just get it. And then you'll be happy that you did it because then you'll have it. It's like, all right, cool. Swipe the card. Paid $1,000 for a ship. Got it. 3 weeks later, I got outmoded by the next ship.
Does your spouse play the game as well?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, there you go. That deserves a hand clap. So you get some added benefits there.
Oh yeah.
He allows you to do that. See, like my spouse, she also plays Eve Echoes. And so like if she spends, then I spend. And I spend, she spends type of thing. So it is mutual like that. But
it's like a date night. Like, honey, we're not going to go out to dinner. We're gonna buy some ships.
Oh my god.
See, it's even funnier because we're on opposing teams, so I get to fight her with it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's interesting with Eve Conquest, yeah. Whereas here you could be in the same corp, do a bunch of the same things basically. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
I mean there's
For
a
me,
lot of people
I'm a
that spend
free-to-play
money in this game.
Player.
Except Juby. He's free. Yeah.
Yes.
Geez. But
I'm like always going free.
He's playing Amazon over here. Free fee.
Yeah. Free shipping. So
do you have his do you get your Omega sponsored?
I still do actually.
Yes.
Juby, do you?
That's the only thing.
Yeah. So
yeah, I get 2 Omega.
Back when I was the official content creator, I was getting the Omega payment basically every month. And then after they took me out of the program, it's still going. But like I said, I'm still an official content creator. They just banned me on the Discord. So Yeah, that's a whole
What?
nother
What
story.
the candy
Dude,
for?
that's a
I
whole
was like,
nother
is-
story.
Is this? Are we
It's-
allowed to talk about this, or is
No, we
this a
can.
sidebar conversation?
No, we've talked about it. We could talk about it
Don't-
again.
don't-
I mean, there's new players that maybe don't know what was the Randall Gate, aka Super Sunday, but yeah, that was quite an industry. I disputed that for probably like 6 months, and they're like, Rambo, just drop it already. I'm like, hey, I was banned for something that I didn't even do. But
Yeah.
regardless, there was a raid that happened.
Rambo was blackmailed, I guess.
There was a raid that happened
What?
on the official Eve Echoes Discord, and I was accused of pushing it when I did not. And the person that actually did push it admitted to it, but then I still never got reinstated as a content creator because on the official Eve Echoes Discord, and that probably has something to do with my disputes with the mods and probably mostly that we butt heads quite a bit over there, and they did not like some of the things we said on the podcast, like releasing info that wasn't released yet, and that's kind of why we have like a joke intro where we tell you things that the Eve Echoes mods don't want you to know about, and so they absolutely despised it. But
Are the mods still also content creators? Because I was actually a mod back in the day. Like I was one of the first mods for Eve Echoes when it first came out.
I don't
for
know.
sure they
They're-
feel like it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they know everything, right? So
Yes.
so some of them were actual content creators, and others were literal Discord warriors, and they were getting the Omega payment for their quote unquote work, 'cause they had-
Moderation.
yeah, and
What?
they
I never got any payment.
this is
I did
bullshit.
that shit for free.
I still haven't got my official content creator medal. You know how pissed off I am? It's 5 years in.
Yeah.
I've been doing this. I haven't got my
Yep.
CC.
Yes.
But yeah,
Same for me. I haven't got anything.
I was in the second wave.
Except for the
OP4S
duo.
was supposed to get that special role when we won the emote contest, and all we got was the emote. And they're like, "All right, we're not doing the role. It's too much work." I was like, "Okay, well then don't
Right.
offer it."
Oh,
Yeah.
Damon says he has his medal.
Yeah, Damon was one of the first content creators in this game, and then it lasted for years. As well as Captain Benzie and some of the others, they got that medal. I was part of the second wave of new content creators. And because I had to go through the whole thing, right, and do their NDA and sign that, and so I ended up coming later, but then I got promoted to a senior content creator along with like Mario from Echoes.mobi, and we never got the medals. And so like, hey, I was pushing. It's like, hey, can I get the content creator medal already? We've already been doing this for like 3 years probably by that time. And we're doing stuff with the community and the community manager. I had the community manager on the podcast, and it was just like, it was good times. And then, just that never came into fruition to be able to get that medal. So major rip there, yeah. A number of content creators didn't get that, but they're sure quick to give medals out on these new events, though, which is unfortunate.
I see Damon Zell's in the audience. Is he still doing his channel?
No,
Or not as much.
He's playing Frontier.
He's doing the same thing, but for
Frontier.
Yeah, so he's retired the
Okay.
Eve Echoes. For as much as I know, I mean, Damon can come up here. He's one of our trusty co-hosts on this podcast. But if he's able to talk, he can come on and talk. But he was doing Echoes from the Front for years and doing that type of thing. And now he's doing basically the same thing, but for Eve Frontier. So
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried out eFrontier for a little bit, and I mean it was interesting, but I was not an Eve Online player before Eve Echoes. Echoes came before online for me, and then I met a lot of the online community, which I absolutely love. But I just like the option to be mobile. I travel a lot. I work with my contracts. I homeschool my kids, so being able to move around and have my game move with me is pretty important.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Damon?
Not much. Trying to put together this Christmas 3-tier penguin thing, and I'm about to take a hammer to it.
I was going to
Hammer
ask
sounds like a good choice.
Damon. I was going to ask because you
It's not
posted
even
it.
Thanksgiving yet.
Damon, you posted in our
What's up?
staff chat about your Christmas getup since you're going to be Santa this year. You wanna share that with the audience?
No, Oh yeah, no, I'll post a picture in the
There you go.
on chat. Yeah, no, I do. I do. I think I'm in my 4th year now. I do a fundraiser for this animal shelter. That's a no-kill shelter, so they do adoptions and stuff like that. So every year,
Mm.
I do Santa Claus to for them to take pictures. For people to take pictures with their animals, or to get animals adopted and stuff like that.
So yeah,
So
there
Hey,
you go.
can you share
confirmed
the link
Santa?
for the animal donation place?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
everybody give it
share
up
it
for
here, and I'll put
Santa
it on,
Damon.
Yeah, I love animals. Let's save them.
Yeah, good stuff. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
people who don't like animals are sus. I'm sorry, but
Fact.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I still got my channel going. I'm one of the I guess one of the main contributors now to eFrontier. I'm actually on their website now because
nice.
when they're on their community
Oh,
page. So, but yeah, no, its channel's growing, and I'm
wow.
just reporting. It's like I said, it's super alpha right now. It's not even going to be released. I think 2026. Probably looking at 2027. And it's just they're bringing in new things every cycle, new features. So right now it's just in its infancy. It's not really much to do. But check it again in a couple months, and you'll see new things every cycle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
So-
every month, every couple of months, it seemed like they had. I know they did that moon event that JD had put on, which is interesting. But yeah, was there any chance you'd ever try Echoes again?
No,
That chapter has
no.
love.
I still have all my stuff though. I don't know where it is in space, but I think I still have like 2 capitals. I have a science
Well, it's an
sitting
e-bike.
somewhere.
Hey,
A bunch
if you
of
want to
battle
sign
ships.
on, give a little
No,
transfer.
I already know.
Yeah,
Damon had already contacted me about giving me this stuff to give away. So
Yes.
look at
that's
us
stamped.
vultures. Just like, you want to
Oh no,
contract it?
Well, the
Ooh,
idea
can we
was
do-
I was going to transfer everything over to Rambo so they can do giveaways on the show again. Because since we all got kicked out during Randallgate,
Yeah, for sure.
we couldn't do a lot of giveaways anymore. So I just wanted to, I don't play the game anymore to give back to the community. But like I said, a lot of the stuff is I think deep in silent space. The stuff is deep in Trog space.
Mm,
I think the Science C is in low sec though.
okay.
Sweet, sign me up for this giveaway.
Yeah,
It's like you
for
do a
sure.
giveaway, you don't tell people where they have to pick up the ships. It's like, we got a carrier all the way in Nulldeck.
Yeah,
Yep.
maybe we do
DFK.
some kind of crater raid type of
Oh,
thing.
Oh,
Like
Science-y natural
Rambo or
selection
me
raid.
can fly the Science-y. Yeah,
Yeah.
blow it up somewhere.
Wouldn't that be super like I don't know, I guess ironic is I make fun of Science-y flyers and then I fly one.
Yes.
Anyway,
And then you live stream.
Damon, I also accept
You have to make
accounts.
fun of them as you crash it into something it can't win.
Yeah, for sure. Damon, I also accept accounts, so FYI. But regardless, we were talking about content creation for a bit there, past content creators and stuff. And in AFish, you used to create content for Eve Echoes and Talking in Stations. Is that gonna make its way back?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm planning to do some Talking in Stations content. I haven't thought exactly or fleshed out exactly what type of series, but probably similar to what I used to do. I like to do panels with guests and feature different kind of topics. I had one where this woman actually used Eve Echoes to help her overcome her stroke, which I thought was pretty incredible.
I remember. Was that
and
that wasn't Chesley, was it? It may have been Chesley. Captain Chesley.
I'd have to double check it. It sounds pretty. That sounds pretty correct. And then I did one with the fleet commanders, and I had fleet commanders from all over the galaxy. That was a really fun one, because it's everybody typically is. We're all at battle or all at war in some way or shape or form, and then having them all kind of come on and be friendly and just talk about their experiences. That was pretty fun. So yeah, I'd definitely be open to doing more Talking Stations content. I'd probably love to start doing some propaganda content now that we have AI, and I've been making music. I mean, I've been doing propaganda for Eve Galaxy Conquest, nowhere near what I did for Eve Echoes. I don't know if EGC could handle it, but I think that'll be pretty fun to do some songs, maybe some comics, get some fan fiction stuff going on. So I think definitely
Yeah.
be interested in that kind of content, but we'll just kind of see. I'll have to. I'm trying to gauge the political landscape as well, in game and out of game, because there's so much when it comes to Eve Echoes compared to other games that we play. So that's definitely something I need to kind of get on top of.
Oh yeah, for sure. We definitely need some shit stirrers and some propaganda masters. So yeah, bring it on. Bring it on.
Finally, something I'm good at.
Yeah. let's get it rolling. We don't do it enough here, or at least not as much as we did in the past, because there's definitely some controversies that have happened and may or may not have been on the following episode to maybe combat some of those frustrations and all that. But yeah, we've had our fair share on the podcast over the years of people kind of debating each other and stuff like that. And some could say it was a good entertainment. Others were like, how could you allow that? I'm like, well, I just let them talk. I don't know what they're gonna say. So
Oh, I remember. I got all the heat with Sovereigns against GenFed's Momosaurus Rex.
oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that
Those podcasts got wild.
Oh my
So-
god.
If I can remember anything, it says every side hates you until you actually are fighting on their side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Damon knows all that way too well, huh?
Oh yeah.
'Cause
I was like, oh, he's so biased, and then I start fighting for them. It's like, oh no, he wasn't. He,
We
he's
love
actually a good
you.
guy. And then I weave them, and they're like, oh, fuck him.
for sure.
That's why
This
you gotta
sounds familiar.
keep the politics out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why with talking in stations, I don't necessarily like to cover the politics side, because I obviously ran my own team, but then if I start running politics about opposing teams, then kind of like what you said, Damon Zell, it's there's a bias. So I like talking more about Eve Echoes, about I would love to start talking about some of the newer things, because for me, I feel like I'm coming into a game that it's like riding a bike. I think I'll catch up, but there's so much new content. The dormants are new, Sinos are new. We have carriers that I never had. Back then, battleships were there, but they were really big. And now it seems like everybody and their mom runs a battleship. So I would love to start kind of bridging the gap of the difference over the last 5 years of how a new team can get established. So Doomsy, I'm probably going to be covering his team, since they're trying to start from scratch. And I decided not a chance. I've got my team, the Black Flag Pirate. I think my CEO's in the channel, but yeah, Kaz. So I'm going to be flying with them. And the thing that I'm kind of interested to get back into, which I noticed doesn't seem like there's a lot of, at least from my initial look, is Logi seems to not be as prevalent as it used to be.
No, not at all. Yeah,
So that for
Logi's
me,
dead.
I want to revive Logi, because Logi's my jam. I see a lot of Black Ops kind of fleets. I have one of my buddies who's working on a fleet composition that uses at least 2 Logi, and then I even got myself a Nestor because I want to try to do some armor Logi.
Holy moly. Yeah, the
What?
Well,
Back to the basics.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just tell everybody to come in and be like, Logi is the way, and so I'm just gonna inject a bunch of Logi players.
Yeah, well, in
yes,
in
Logi
wars
is
and battles,
important. Yes.
in wars and battles, Logi's always the first to go. And when you say Nestor, it's like, oh, that's a 30 to 40 billion ISK lost mail right there in itself. And then I don't know, it's just they're probably really
But
good Logis.
it's really good.
But damn, they just so expensive.
Yeah.
And the freaking insurance
So I would love
points.
to get 2 Nestors in a fleet. I'd say maybe 2 Nestors. I'd say maybe 20. 20 seems a bit excessive, but at least I'd want a decent amount of DPS, and I'd want some tackle. And then I haven't really played with Sinos at all, so that for me
Oh my
would be a
gosh.
bit new.
Where's Vet when you
Okay,
need him?
put just the big bubble up. Just the big bubble up. Our own Dictor bubble, turn off
Where's
now.
Where's Vet when you need him?
But let's say, yeah,
Put
let's
our
say that
own
capital
Dictor bubble
ships
down at the
have
LQ
changed
gate.
a lot of the game. Let's say, when the capital ships first came in, it was very, very game changing. And nowadays we have bodyguard dreadnoughts, which have automatic weapons that can shoot targets. Like you cannot escape or evade. We have lancer dreadnoughts that shoot this AOA damage, like a Titan will shoot. It will last for like 10 seconds, like a big area effect weapon.
Hmm.
And then we have the versatile assault carriers, which can launch like a small squadrons of ships that can tackle and do stuff. Fighters, super carriers, those also are very, 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 very bad for a small fleet. They can make this area that no one can warp. So basically, you're stuck. Like if you jump a gate and there's a super on the other side, then like interceptor fleet cannot warp away. And yes, all sorts of things. But capital ships is the biggest obstacle you will encounter when you return
Supers.
to Eve Echoes now.
I hear that with a lot of people that roam and use needles and all that type of stuff. Is it's good and all, and they'll get a lot of people as far as miners and maybe some ratters and stuff like that. But then when they encounter a capital ship, and most of the time they will counter, or they'll show up in a system, and that is the response that they will get. Then they just resort to complaining, and it's like, well, yeah, just everybody. It seems like a couple of years ago, capitals were like, you had to be part of the 1% in order to get capitals. And then since then, past couple of years, we've been getting them in boxes, with the Lucent Moon and the Cyan Seas and the Shanghais and the Visagos. Like all that stuff was coming out of the box. And that really opened it up to a wider range of, let's say, not 1%ers, And so on top of just over the years, people just finally getting into capitals, because capital in this game is king, compared to battleships, since last time you were playing AFish.
Okay, that's good to know.
And also I'm a free to play player, so I don't use any money, and I have bodyguard dreadnoughts and dreadnoughts, Science Sea carrier. Like I have capital ships even that I just play the game and use ISK and Plex, what you can have. So that's every average player has a dreadnought basically, or should be having.
Yeah, and of course, they get them in events, or they actually want to use them for legit fleet purposes and stuff, and so they'll acquire them in the ways that they can, buy them on the market or whatever. So, oh yeah, they're nice though. I enjoy capitals. I love my capitals. Don't take them away.
Oh yes, like their dreadnought is very, very good, but against the super, it will last like a few seconds. Like it will be one shot, the whole dreadnought.
Oh yeah,
instantly.
Sure. Yeah, supers were literally made to destroy capitals. So yeah, that's kind of what to expect nowadays, especially if you're going to be doing roams and such. Yeah.
Yeah, the crazy thing is when I did PvP, we did like small gang fleets, and there's people chasing you with super carriers. Like they try to chase cruiser-sized small fleet, and there's like supers running, and trying to get you. And
yeah, they'll drop a couple caps on you. It's like, oh, what kind of fleet is it? Oh, it's a cruiser fleet. All right, I'm gonna bring my Visago and just wipe out the entire fleet solo, basically. And a lot of times that's the
craziest
the response.
The most craziest place I was in a small gang fleet was in Declan in the pentagram, and we were doing a circle around the pentagram to find someone, and in the end we got like hamburgered. Two sides of the gate have supers and Hictors, and the only thing we can do is needs to jump the gate back and forth, and you cannot escape. Eventually, you die. That was most terrifying.
Or they log out, because we get a lot of that too, where people they'll roam and then they get pinned or scanned down or something, and they
try to escape.
They'll try to escape. They can't escape because they got the crime timer. Well, no, you should be able to jump the gate, but regardless, if like the gate is bubbled, they know they can't get out, and so they just log out. And so, yeah, we all know how that is.
Yep.
So, yep, that's pretty much the latest with that. Because
welcome to the jungle.
Nice to see it's closer to EVE Online now.
I mean, but with EVE Online, everything is so much cheaper. In this game, a super is easily a trill. But some of them, they're coming down under a trill now, like the Wyverns and Aeons. But for the most part, everything is over a trill. The super vacs, those are closer to 2. So like 1.6 and above. And that's a hefty loss mill. So, but when it comes to the normal
like
carriers,
the dreadnoughts.
The normal carriers,
that's only 25 billion.
Like, they're good and all. I think they have to be very dedicated if you're gonna roam in one, or even do like a home defense or something with it. It's got to be possibly not glass fit or ratting fit. It's got to be dedicated toward PvP. But then even better, I would say, is something like the Visago, or just a versatile assault carrier. And granted, those come with a price too. They are a bit more expensive, more skill intensive, but they're so much better than your T1 carriers, and they'll eat up battleships like nothing. They'll eat up other carriers like nothing. And so or dreadnoughts, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to that type of stuff, like if you see a Visago, you're probably running, unless you're able to take that thing out in a couple shots. Yeah.
Choose life.
Life. Yeah.
The most terrifying about Visago, it can sino in a fleet also. So you can usually see one solo Visago roaming in your area. But if you engage it, then you could get the whatever terrifying capital fleet or whatever what can jump to save it. So
yeah, don't get
also
baited.
That
Juby knows what it's like to get baited. He's the master of it. Just don't get
baited.
Oh
yes, I've been
they
so
will easily,
many places,
Yeah, they will bait for sure. Yeah.
If there's a solo Rorgual mining, it can go wrong, very wrong. Like suddenly the Rorgual pilot logs in his bubbles, like the bubbles appear suddenly, and then supers start to land, and then you're like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah.
Black Ops fleet.
Oh shit, here we go. Yeah. So that's got Juby puckering up for sure.
Oh yes.
So as far as meta goes and current, what I would say preferences, AFish or Doomsy, like what do you guys like to do in Eve Echoes?
Doomsy, why don't you take this?
Predominantly, I enjoy. It depends on what the aim of the day is. For example, like sometimes I'll enjoy a long mining roam. Sometimes I'll want to do like a PvP roam, or I'm just now starting to get into the dormant realms. If those weren't there last time I played, so I'm still gathering on those and how best to approach them. I've got 2 guys in my corp who've been doing them for a while, 2 or 3 guys who've been doing it for a little while. So they're educating me on the best practices. But I would say I'm torn between mining industry and PvP. PvE is okay, but I enjoy PvP more than PvE.
Yeah, so you said something interesting right there. A mining room. What is that?
Similar to the way that you would do it in EVE Online, where you would have a foreman, a captain, and then just a bunch of mining barges, probably an orca and a rock wall in a nearby system would be ideal if you can manage it safely. But normally it's just an orca and a couple of like coveter 2s, and you just go strip some belts. And usually if you're in an area, then you know that there's going to be probably some altercations or some kind of improvised attack against you. You have like a covert ops escort, or maybe a battleship nearby, or sino capability should you have a super available to jump with.
Okay, interesting. So
Yes.
I don't know. When I think of mining roam is I don't know. It's like you're going through an NDS gate or coming out the other end, and you're mining like in Fountain or something when your home base is in Cache. I don't know. It's just like, what is a mining roam? Are you out there roaming around? Or are you sniping? You know, that type of stuff. Otherwise, it just sounds like normal
we'll
mining.
quite
for
literally
us.
just pick a line and run. We'll just go system to system to system all the way to low sec, and then come right back and do it again on the way back.
That's because you guys have no SOV.
Yeah, rip.
Well, yeah, I don't. Sorry, we left for a while. People got property. Now I'm
Yeah.
like, it's like I'm in the boomer generation. Everyone bought all the houses.
There you go. Yeah, it's
You know what?
basically how my wife
I
plays the
will
game.
not spoil. I will not spoil the fun for you. You will explore and learn and enjoy it. Like I recommend use cost-effective ships that you can afford to lose. Like
Oh, of course.
use a very tanky fit in all capital ships, and mining ships have like robust. And ask for help if you can.
Most of our
Does-
practices, we live by the don't fly what you can't afford to lose, but also most of surviving in a situation like a mining room is having proper scouting and getting out before you have an altercation, because miners aren't built to fight. So
Yes, and there can be like one frigate, enforcer frigate, hostile enforcer.
Yep.
He attacks you. Suddenly he opens Sino, and then there's like
all
all
his
sorts
friends
of
are
things coming. Yeah, then it's like you look at your local, and it's 200 enemies.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
It's like, oh shit.
and, yes.
Where's my peeps at? Yeah.
Even if you think like one single opponent is not dangerous, but here, or Captain Bobo, he can come. He's a succubus frigate pilot, and he's been killing all sorts of things, and I'm always amazed. Like he's very brutal.
Yep. Shout out Captain
guy.
Bobo.
Wait, what's the name of this pilot? He's a succubus. What's his name?
Captain Bobo.
Captain Bobo. He's a content creator, and he makes videos where he narrates what he does and how he plays the game, and like keeping the frigate roaming alive, and very good.
Yeah. So he's another content creator, does PvP recording content. So
Yes, he very crazy succubus. It's yes.
Yeah.
He has a
And
focus
overgrossy.
talent.
or Cinnaball, it's time to go.
Overgrossy too. Yeah, and the log out is strong with these two.
Yeah, but normally.
Wrong clap.
Nice.
Rip. But
Oh, here we have Captain Bobo in on-air chat.
Is he? Is Bobo? Oh yeah, he is there. What's up, Bobo?
If Bobo wants to come to stage and say hello and shake your hand before he kills you, and he's a good guy.
Shall we?
Very polite.
He might be in the middle of the ocean right now. I don't know. I invited him to speak. What's up, Bobo?
He's really a captain. Bobo, can we hear you?
He's muted.
Evening,
Bobo.
guys. How you all doing?
What's up?
Hello, Bobo. Very nice to see you.
Cheers for the invite.
Yes,
I'd,
we have
just
two
logged on and,
players.
thought you'd-
Bobo, we've been in the same court for probably 3+ years now, and I think this is the first time you've ever been on a podcast.
And it's like Yubi says, Bobo, come in.
Right?
We quite often catch little bits, but rarely manage to catch a full show.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we were just talking about like roaming and PvPing and the encounters that you encounter, I guess you could say, a lot of capital, response fleets and that type of stuff. But then when Doomsy was talking about, mining fleets and all that, I was actually reminded of another thing that you'd really, really have to watch out for is cam systems.
Yeah, roaming's it's getting tougher and tougher all the time. As you guys were saying, most players have got a capital of some form nowadays, and I see so many camps There's so many cameras around, even with the new Amiga. If you're not Duo Amiga, you can't see local lists, etc. There's still so many of the cameras that have upgraded to Amiga and are working. So it's just tough out there all the time, but there's still so much content to be had. I'm still finding it most days and out there having fun every day as well.
Yeah, so there you go.
Well, that's the point, hey?
Yeah, I wanted to say Bobo is here to shake your hand before he kills you and wants to greet you to Eve Echoes.
If I see Bibbo's fans, like, wait.
Well, at least he said hello before dinner.
Bobo he's pretty good at saying GF in local, after a fight, but I don't know if it means good fight or get fucked, one of the two. I don't know.
Both.
No. I actually love chatting with people all across New Eden. I talk to so many players from so many different alliances and corps, and 95% of the time it's always good responses. There's a few bad eggs about, but I think that the thing to remember is it's a game. You've got to have fun doing it.
Couldn't agree more. That's what got me away from EDC, is it wasn't fun.
Internet spaceships are serious business. I don't know what you're talking about.
For sure.
This is my life.
I
like my life savings. It's time to dump it.
I'd say Doomsy's right on the mark, though. Like with EG, like Eve Galaxy Conquest, it's been fun. Like I said, it scratched the itch. It got me back in. I've been having a lot of fun. I mean, even some of the guys who are in the chat today, like I was playing with. So I would love to see some Eve Galaxy Conquest players kind of move into Eve Echoes, kind of as like the next level of upgrading their gameplay, because EGC, it's a lot. I'd say it's more rudimentary. It's a lot more, like, I say casual, but then not casual because I'm in leadership. So I have to set my alarm at 3 a.m. anytime we have a siege to ensure that I set sieges at certain times. There's not really very good corporals. So it's really up to the CEO and director to do everything. All the other roles are essentially just like vanity titles. So you have two people running corps of 250 people. It's not really that much, but um, it's kind of it's gotten boring. It's felt like a job. So I remember with Echoes, I felt like there's a lot more different roles you can play. Like even if Logi is not as big of a thing, which I am telling you, I will bring back Logi because Logi is my favorite. Like armor Logi, where you get the shakes and you really think like, okay, this is it, and then you have two Logis and you're doing reps to each other, then reps to your fleet commander. That's just so fun to me. So yeah, I'd really like to see how we can kind of change up meta, maybe stir a little trouble. I mean, not much trouble for my corp because I want to be a good corp member for now.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, exactly. Like I said, I kind of decided to go with the corp route. Doomsy decided to try to start his own thing. I don't know. I want to work with people who have been in the game and are here to help teach me a little bit. I was always the person running the team when I was back in Echoes, so it's kind of a little bit of a nice change of pace for me where I have other people who can help me instead of having to be the one everyone comes to for answers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, on this Discord as well as some others, there's definitely some people to reach out to when it comes to knowing some of the ins and the outs of at least on the PvP side, also the PvE side. DR, like Doomsy, you're trying to possibly get into DR, and there's a lot of people out there that have dedicated DR groups that if you could find one yourself and kind of do that. And I mean the leaderboards, and people run them for leaderboards, and it's just crazy. DR is a whole nother game in itself, basically, when it comes to trying to get the rewards and doing it weekly and all that type of stuff. People do carries. There used to be carry services through DR, and then they limited each player to only 10 runs and 6 with rewards. So yeah, that's it's changed over the years, definitely. So if you have any questions about DR, and we could probably answer those. Implants. Oh,
have we talked about the implants?
The science of implants.
Were there Yeah, when you last played, where did you have an implant, like, or was it before implants?
I think it was
Implants is
before.
very big.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think it was
they're
PK
very
telling
big.
me. Somebody in one of our in the team that I'm in now was telling me a little bit like we were doing a download and it was supposed to be like 15 minutes. It lasted like an hour and a half. It was like, okay, and there's this and there's this. So yeah, implants I heard, but yeah, I'd like to hear from you. What should we look out for?
In what specifically?
Well, there's there's an implant also
please explain what
called
specifically.
artillery. Yes, the
Clear my
special
schedule for the next
ability.
hour. Yeah.
Special ability is I can hit you even when I miss. So basically, I will hit you even when it's impossible to hit with cannons. That's like a one example. Like you can hit all the time with that implant. And drone bombard, very very bad. Like super carrier can use it. And it's just a one-shot kill basically with the bombard of the drones. And Bobo likes the focus crystal, I think, or pulse. It's the laser
I got him
lasers.
tackled.
And but yeah, it's a very big. There's a mining implant also if you like to mine.
Oh yeah, maximum crabbing,
Special
aerospace,
ability. Yeah,
bombard.
It sounds like
I love the.
Doomsy's specialty is
there's
mining. So
Oh, get her down.
yeah.
That's
I
not
love
true.
there's a cargo hold self detonation. There's a good.
Yeah.
You can blow up your ship and kill
level
10 players.
Was it level 45 mining implant? If you die and the PvPer is within the range, like the area of effect, it can kill them too. And whatever, it'll do
Yes.
damage to them to the point where it'll destroy their ship. So there's some crazy stuff out there. I've seen it only happen once, and yeah, not since. And I think people since then were they found ways to kill themselves with bombs. They would shoot the bomb and then run into it, type of thing. And there's just been some crazy shit out there. Yeah. Yeah, but if Doomsy's a miner, then congrats to him. There you go.
Yeah, implants very big, very big. You should look at all of them and upgrade every implant to 25 level, because like you get like passive bonuses for implant levels. So you can have like 20% extra armor and shield because you have everything leveled up to.
And we haven't even talked about the tactical defense implant yet, the passive one. So the only implant that you're able to have on top of another implant. It's a passive implant called tactical defense. So not only if you have...
It's a must-have.
Yeah, it's basically a must-have. And a lot of people in New Eden do have these because I think they released this implant to counter some of the meta with bombard and aerospace and the pulse crystal and all that, where people would activate these implants and they would like two-shot a battleship or something. Or I think I've seen I've seen carriers get one shot off a bombard. So
oh no,
yes,
like there's
I have 5%
like two-shot
5% dodge. Dodge from projectiles.
And
5%.
So they released this tactical
for
defense,
supercarrier.
And just a useful hint is you can buy one for $50 on the event right now. So and it's a gold one too, so you can upgrade it to 45.
Sometimes you get the blue implant box for free, like happy Merry Christmas, like then you can get like a blue tactical defense or whatever. That's also good for the alts.
It's so funny to hear you guys say words like this because in Eve Galaxy Conquest, tactical defense is considered a fleet agent, and that fleet agent gets paired with the commander, with another deputy commander and a ship. So it's just interesting how they've carried over. And that's going to be something I'm going to have to work out of my mind, is hearing tactical defense. I'm like, oh, which fleet agent? Like, how do you get that fleet agent? And for you guys, you're saying it's kind of a completely different component in this realm.
It's an implant.
It's kind of like
It's always
Throw
on.
some salt
Yeah.
at you since you called me a miner. It's absolute defense.
No, there's tactical defense. Now I'm gonna open up and see.
Yes, you have like two implants online at same time. You have offensive implant, which can be any type of weapon or mining, and then you have defense implant, which is currently only the one tactical defense. And it's like your ship has these electronic countermeasures and stuff like flares and whatever, like get you small buffs to HP and whatever. But if you have fly a super carrier, then the buffs will be very big. Like it can dodge 5% of projectiles from 1,000 players shooting at it, so it's very good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but for small ships, it you know,
But
it depends.
A good word of advice though, and this goes for anybody that's playing Eve Echoes, with implants, it's best to not just have like 2, dedicated ones that you level up. You actually want to collect all of the implants and level all of them up. And because what that does is it gives you an insta buff.
Yes.
And so it'll actually increase your passive shield and armor the higher that all of your implants are leveled. So, some people used to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to get one, or if I acquired a purple one, it's going to be a certain one, etc. But I mean, yes, it's good and all, but ultimately what you want to do is upgrade all of your implants as high as they can go. Use the what do you call them? The freaking things to upgrade them and get that buff, because it's
implant juice.
Implant juice. I don't know, neurons.
Compilers.
Compilers. Yeah, I was thinking neurons for whatever
compilers.
reason.
Yes.
So
brain cell compilers.
Now, if you're going to
yes.
be doing DR, then like implants are a must. If you're going to be doing mining, implant. If you're going to be doing PvP, you're most likely in a ship that's optimized for a certain implant. So you got to know the meta when it comes to that type of stuff. So just forewarning you.
Yeah, and you can get blue implants from DR also.
True.
If someone carries you, and then you get reward like blue laser focus crystal or cannon barrage implant. I guess there's drone bombard, also the blue one, and whatever else. And you get random gold also sometimes drops.
Joe posted in the on-air chat.
Yeah, here we go.
The insta buff, 23%.
Yeah, that's his passive.
Yeah, he's got some high-level implants, if not all of them.
Yeah,
level 45.
So his super carrier is this much more robust than the average.
Almost a quarter more shield and armor than a comparable super.
Damn.
That's insane. That is insane. That is quite insane. So give it up to Joe.
I'd say
give it up for
that's
Joe.
Beautiful. Wow. Yes.
Get him in a super.
Yeah, I have only 14%. Oh, Trupa is 21.
Yeah,
very close.
So anyway, yeah, that's the goal.
You level up all the implants.
All of them.
All of them, yes. Even if you don't use them.
That's one thing I really got to work on is the implants. I'm trying to work on earning them over buying them, because dang, they are expensive.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
and best thing is that you don't lose implants even if you die. That's why it's a good investment. You invest, and basically your ship is a implant carrier. It carries your ability, whatever you do. And even like Bobos Succubus, he has a battleship damage because like he has very good implants, and a frigate can chew up even bigger prey, and that's also need to be danger.
You can definitely tell that he flies carriers and cannons and lasers.
Oh yes.
So look at that. Bombard, aerospace 45, tac defense 45, artillery cover, that's for cannons. Oh man, that's good stuff right there. Yeah, gold. Got
gold. very nice. But it's not hard. I also have gold implants, even for free to play. I buy them with ISK from players, and yes, so it's not so bad. It's not difficult. There's always players selling implants.
I wish I had implants to give. I don't. I have a lot of clone bound ones that I already have, and like I can't get rid of them. But then at the same time, like I need to scrap them too. I just haven't done that. So on top of
you
implants,
did say you take accounts. Do you give them?
No, I'm only accepting accounts. I'm not giving any away.
My coffers aren't full yet.
Yeah, I mean, I have quite a few. I do need more though. Always need more miners.
Oh, and there's the newest thing. You can buy yourself T10 immediately, like instantly. You start the game, pay $80, and then you're T10, so you're the max level, and get a bunch of XP and whatever, and battleship skills to fly battleships. So if you want to kind of how to say, bypass 1 year of gameplay, you can do it. And yes, I don't like this feature at all. I think every new player should play at least 1 year. Like before T10, it's a tutorial, basically. Should be. But now you can do it like immediately by T10 and fly capitals or whatever.
Yeah, it's.
I think that'd be pretty large.
You still need the skills and all the implants and the parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the best thing you can do is find a good team when you're coming into Echoes, like either create your own or find a good one that you want to fly with. So let me check that none of the Eve Galaxy Conquest people are watching this. They don't they don't know I found a successor that I'm gonna give my team to because I can't just leave our guys hanging. So I've slowly kind of come back into Echoes. Like I said, I joined Black Flag, and in this next season, I'm slowly demoting the next guy to CEO so I can get promoted back to line member and then kind of go more full focus into Eve Echoes. So I'm looking forward to flying with the guys that I joined. I know that they talked a bit about like Sinos and Black Ops. I think Sino might be a role that I'm interested in learning because, again, Logi is going to be something I have to figure out how to incorporate because, again, not as many people like doing it. But Sino is like, I'll be the sacrificial lamb. I think that would be really fun.
Oh yeah, and then there's
Let's say
dedicated
that Sino
gameplay.
pilots die a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, the
I'll do it for the content.
The blops and Sinos, all that type stuff.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of crazy
Oh, the
this morning.
Sino, that's an expensive module to lose.
This morning
it's
I
like
remember
1 billion.
This morning I woke up, there was 23 AOA in system. It was a Black Ops Sino freaking fleet and tackled somebody, and I was like, oh shit.
Alert AOA.
Oh man.
And you didn't call Yubi.
AOA.
Yeah. And so the ping goes out like, all right, who's tackled, type of thing. But it's a very unique. Oh shit. Uh-oh. My computer's running out of space. Can you believe that? Unbelievable.
Uh-oh.
Where's my
Uh-oh.
I got a low memory notification on my computer, so that's probably telling us to hurry up. But regardless, yeah, what I was saying is
recording.
The Sinos, yeah, you can get a lot of juicy targets by doing that type of stuff, catching people ratting and AFK kind of type of thing, and it's like, oh well, they're just a frigate, so I could take them on. It's just a magnet. What are they gonna do? Steal my planetary? And then they land on you, and then they bring friends. It's when they bring friends is like, they kind of pucker up a little bit, and it's like, yeah, maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
Let's say it's hard. It's hard to find targets, not bait usually. And but sometimes you can find like a solo capital ship, and then it's dead in few seconds. And you have these glass cannon Black Ops battleships, basically, and then you jump in the sino and go full hot immediately, like everything hot, and just hope the target will be dead, and then you warp out and sino away. So it's very, very nice. We made a few videos back in the day, but we usually end up in getting into a bait like this mining Rorgual, and then suddenly bubbles come up and they log in, and then you're like, oh shit, everything's gone wrong, and
then we make fun of them here on the show because they typically end up on my weekly biggest losers slide. So yeah.
Oh dear.
We have that coming up, by the way. Blow Me Mountain's going to be coming up. That's going to be our next segment. But before we hit that, though, is there any other questions that you may have? Coming back into the game, kind of getting familiar with it, and anything like that.
No, I know that some of the Eve Galaxy Conquest players will end up watching this, and one thing I did want to tell them is I think a lot of the hesitance that of coming into Eve Echoes is their concern about how much time they have to play, because in some aspects EGC is a bit more casual, and other aspects it's not. And I would just tell players who are kind of thinking about looking over the fence to see if the grass is greener, I'd give it a try. I'd say it's mostly about the team that you join. When you join a solid team, that's where you're going to have not just play the tutorial and kind of feel a little overwhelmed by all the things that are going on in the game, but that's when you're going to find a deeper level where you don't really have that in Eve Galaxy Conquest. Not as many people get on voice, not as many people interact outside of the game. It's more really in the game only. And then again, I do think that people underestimate how much time they spend in EGC versus EE. With EE, it feels like events can be more organized. They may take a little bit longer for me to get the ship, bring it to the right location, but then finally I can do that roam. And it's actually a lot less time consuming than playing EGC, where it's every day logging in 3 a.m., making sure all my fleets are here. It just, I would give it a chance, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Agreed.
And you keep referring to team, where in Eve Echoes it's corporations. So there's a lot of good corporations, and a lot of them. I 5 years in, it's kind of weird. I haven't been into. In a way, I kind of am part of recruiting still, but in a way, recruiting has evolved over the years, right? And it's like, so some very established corps, they have their player base and identity and all that type of stuff, and trying to get into a corporation like that is much harder than trying to get into a corporation that, say, is like, oh, you happen to be in the same system as me, you want to join a corp. It's typically not the case, right? And so a lot of corporations are hesitant with getting new players. Like, you have to be T7 or greater. You have to be able to do voice comms through Discord. You have to have a Discord, right? You have to have Omega.
Need to have Omega.
Yeah, and are you bringing one character? Are you bringing 17 characters? There's a lot of stuff that need to be looked at.
Psychology analysis. In the interview,
it's weird, right? It's not like you can just, in a way you can just log in and join a corporation and they'll probably accept you, but maybe it's a low set corporation or a high set corporation, or Space Boats Corp, which I don't recommend. And you just they'll take anybody, but those are typically the corps that you kind of want to stay away from. But then at the same time, as a new player, how do you know which corps to stay away from? You don't really, unless you keep up with maybe some of the discords and the politics and the content out there. But there's some decent corps out there that you can definitely get a part of.
My track record is, every corp I have joined has died, and almost every alliance has disbanded. And in the end, I got into Rambo's corp. Rambo said, "Come in," and I was thinking, like, okay, we do the podcast. Yeah, we do a podcast, so it makes sense to be in the same corp, same alliance, and then that's how I ended up in Silent Federation.
Yeah.
But yes, a lot of things. Corps die, alliances die, but still it's good to focus to be like individual, so you can kind of know how to survive in EVE, even if things don't go your way, and be independent. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Explore, try everything, like all play game styles, like what you like, and that's how I recommend. I have played every aspect of the game, kinda. Don't hate that mining or whatever. I just do things what feels right.
Yeah, I like to tease Doomsy, but I mean, it's all part of the game. I mean, even back then I did mining because miners can be major, okay? So, yeah, no, I just think for me, I think coming into the game, the play styles that I remember that I enjoyed again, because, and they do call them corps in Eve Galaxy Conquest. I just mean in general, there's more of a team component in Eve Echoes compared to EGC. EGC, I can fly my buddies' offline fleets, and so all they have to do is sign on once a day, send fleets to my rally, and sign off. So there's not as much engagement,
Yes,
I'd say. That's what I mean by that.
Wow.
But yeah, I'd say every role
and and
matters.
and
Go ahead.
in Eve Echoes, you I can imagine that Conquest, you're like the commander and you have a fleet of ships with DPS, and you have this like but in Eve Echoes, like every ship is individual pilot,
Yep.
and they can sometimes not obey orders or have a disconnect or whatever, and fly different directions. And it's very sometimes like if you can see like two fleets fighting, other one is a kiting range, and other one is a brawling tank. So like it's not always the same. Like fights can go very differently, and also opponents can sino in capital support, and then the tide will change a lot, and like and all sorts of things. Like be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
I've been in many wars. My hobby was to film as much war and in Eve Echoes, but for now I've been taking a break and collecting myself to do it again someday. But very time consuming to film like PvP videos. Like sometimes you get one shot and you're like, oh man, now I need to film everything in a pod, and then the pod dies, and then you're like, oh man, it takes me 15
Don't
minutes
shoot
to
the
go back
camera,
to the
man.
fight. Yeah, and it's very difficult because it's blockades of dreadnought, bodyguard dreadnoughts shooting interceptors very, very badly, and very hard to get back to the fight after you lose a ship.
Sure.
Yep, 100%.
So
And yeah, I wish people wouldn't kill pods, especially if they're filming, but it's like there's no way you can label them like, I'm a camera, don't shoot me.
yes, and like I got pissed very a lot much,
Yeah.
like when we
Hey,
were
hold on.
filming and
This is
someone kills
is-
my pod, even my pod.
this is 2025 Eve
God damn
Echoes.
it!
I'm a camera. Don't report me.
Yes, I yeah, like if you see Juby in a fleet fight, don't one shot him in the first, like the first guy to die. I tried to film the videos for
Yeah.
us to enjoy.
Rip.
It's classic Eve community. They're like, we don't want your content.
Yeah.
Also, Eve community.
Oh yes,
Where's the PvP content?
Right.
It's like,
Exactly.
guys.
Where content?
yes, and
Anyway.
and also I in one point I was kind of like a traitor scum. So the other side which I was in, they would one shot me immediately, so I cannot film the videos.
Join the club.
And so yeah, like,
I'm used to that.
sometimes like it's a game. I know people have fun. It's fun to shoot Juby like immediately when he comes to system and all sorts, but still, please.
All right, Will
don't kill the pod immediately.
Real quick, shout out to Captain Bobo. Thanks, Bobo, for joining. Cheers out there.
Yes, thank you, Bobo.
Yeah, he had to go. He had to run to do some DR stuff. So I'm sure he's getting the pings for the DR, the groups, because it is Sunday and it resets at 5 p.m. my time. But yeah, typically people will try doing DRs.
I have a burnout from DRs. Been doing that stuff for like 4 years, and it's not
Damn.
changed much.
And you only have
You know.
and you only have how many implants leveled up? Come on, Juby. Rookie numbers.
I have max level implants.
Okay.
What I
Okay.
use the most.
All right.
The
Okay.
Canon one is 45.
All right. So with all that being said, AFish and Doomsy, I'm glad you came and joined the podcast today and
yes,
and
Thank you.
talked with us. And I'm just glad that we got some players coming in that used to play the game and be like, hey, I'm checking things out, and kind of it's fun to talk about past experiences and kind of how the game has evolved over the years. To players that may not know, right? And it's like, oh, I remember this, I remember that, remember the good old days, right? Or how things have changed, and so it's just really fun to talk about that type of stuff. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it'll be just fun to, like I said, it's kind of like relearning a new game, but it's the same community that I love. I don't care what people say. Eve is the most toxic community. I think it's the best community. I think you get the nerdiest, most hardcore, just most engaging type of community, like really, really serious about spaceships. But it's really fun at the end of the day. I don't know how to explain it. It's just people who join have to kind of experience it for themselves.
yeah, and truckers.
Yeah, Rambo is
and
very
truckers.
toxic.
Very
toxic Rambo.
So
If you haven't been called toxic at least once, you're doing something wrong.
Right? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Y'all could stay as well, because we're gonna move on to the next segment that I have, which is Blow Me Mountain. In case you didn't know, blowme.rip is not blow me. Finalblow.rip is our kill board.
I was like, what an interesting name.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. Regardless,
It's a new website Rambo's thinking.
It's a website where all of our kill
Totally
mails.
Eve website, yes. Eve for Eve, yes. Eve Echoes. Blow Me Mountain.
Yes,
I have what's called Blow Me Mountain, and that segment's coming up here. So
hey, what you can expect? Like, we do this content for free. Like, we don't get paid.
Yeah,
like
very low
even
effort.
this website is like the person made it like out of his own free time and no support, and that's it. But it's very good stuff, and he put his heart into it.
Yeah,
and
Rambo's got his OnlyFans account, and he just sends in fleet pics, right?
Yeah, fleet pics. Correct.
Eve Echoes pics in OnlyFans, and yes, get rich.
Exactly.
I'll start the intro for it.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. I'm gonna have to hop off for a little bit, but I really appreciate joining the show and looking forward to kind of re-meeting the Eve Echoes community. Probably, like I said, I'm just gonna kind of dip my toes in and not try to stir up too much trouble and get my CEO in any sticky water. But yeah, I'll definitely be interested in doing some content. And yeah, I think propaganda, I'll probably come out and do some propaganda for fun. I used to love doing that. And yeah,
Yes.
I kind of think I'm going to start taking the role of trying to get some PvP videos. So we'll see how that goes. Wish me luck.
And keep a diary of your Eve Echoes experience, like your how the players like perspective how to join in this game, like at this stage. Yes, like we are interested to hear your logs of your exploration later.
Absolutely, will do. All right, cool. Keep it easy, guys. Thanks for having me, Rambo.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Anytime you want to come on, either one of you, anybody, you can always
you can stay or mute yourself. It's okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go on to
I'll still
Blow Me
be
Mountain.
listening. I just got to go hop into a dormant real quick, but I'll still be here listening.
Sounds good. All right, we'll start Blow Me Mountain.
Oh yes.
the lowest effort podcast, Below Me Mountain segment, the most notorious Eve Echoes PvP ranking system, probably the best Eve Echoes ranking system in all of Eve Echoes.
The best. It is the best.
It's where we talk about PvPers who not only just get lucky, but they steal everybody else's kill mills. I guess that could be considered getting lucky.
A lot of kill mails.
It's a lot of kill mills. I'm actually working on some more content for this segment too. Trying to get some visual videos going and stuff. But with that being said, this is going to come down to a volume down here a little bit. I will throw in the on-air chat our first of the screenshots. This is the Blown Beam Mountain for week 45. We did not have the week 44 last week. It would have been it. But you can see there are some changes that had happened on this week's Blow Me Mountain. So here we go. We'll go over the bottom row. So Vodatel, Kanzoi, I think are new to the bottom row. They both ended up getting dropped this last week. And basically they didn't have any kill bells. Not any that would put them in the running to be either to stay in their position or to move up. In this case, they ended up having to get moved down. We do have you want to see that? Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. So
yes,
Kanzoi,
it's coming. It's coming.
Kanzoi, I don't know what happened. It's like he was on the second row, but I don't know if he quit or if that was Rizik that quit. But I don't know. Either way, Kanzoi is dropping.
People have breaks. Like, you know, I have
Sure.
a break also. Like, we can't do this all day long.
Yeah, and maybe Vodatel is on a break as well. But so a couple other guys on the bottom here. Krubus, nobody's a stranger to him. He's now an X. I know I had a typo the last time. Had him in a different corporation, but I looked it up this time. He's an X now, so he's out there doing. I don't know if he's needling or what, but
X stuff.
Yeah, he's doing
X is very competitive PvP.
So he's out there getting kills, of
very
course.
hardcore.
And then convicted from RTI. He pretty much stays right where he's at. I know, I was thinking he had, 12 kill mills or 16 kill mills this last week. And so he was put onto the leaderboard on Final Blow. So I was like, yeah, he'll stay. So actually, in New to the Mountain, and he's not new to the mountain, but he's been on it in the past. Robert Pitsora ends up back onto the mountain. He's on the row 3 here from BBGX, and he must have been coming off of a break because now all of a sudden, he's getting kills and a decent amount of them too for a decent amount of ISK as well. So Robert Pitsora is back at it. Then we have F Nord out there. So he's out there roaming, getting kills too, and he's under the ODSF tag currently. And so I think F Nord's using the Oracle too. Compared to some of these other guys, they're using Marzios or Capitals or whatever else. And so I think he's the only one on this
Oracle
list
is
that's using a cruiser.
Very humble.
Yeah, and
it's
take
a
that.
battle cruiser.
If it was. Is it okay? Still, it's not a capital.
It's an assault battle cruiser.
Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah.
Large weapons.
It's a damn Oracle.
I know my ships.
Okay.
I've seen them in action.
Regardless, his ship is lesser of a ship than what anybody else is using. So if it was battle cruiser mountain, he'd be number 1 at that mountain right now.
Yeah.
But this is Blow Me Mountain. So unfortunately,
very, very nice.
He's still good at what he does, and so he's making the third. He gets decent amount of kills, solo kills at that, and he's using a battle cruiser. So there you go. And then Wild Nigel, no stranger either to the Needles and the Marzio. He's out there getting kills, and so heck, I think I seen him recently somewhere. I don't know if he needled into SHH space or what, but either way, you know, he gets pinged and it's like, oh well, okay, who's he gonna kill, right? So often too, he gets he pulls a little salt too, but it's all fun and games, right? Krubus just passed through the penna like 30 to 45 minutes ago. So yeah, these guys like these. If you're a PvP or even PvEer, then you most likely know of, you know, these characters. So all right, second row, Panicotta. Holy crap, Panicotta out of BBGX. I mean, he's either in fleets or he's doing solo needles or he's in a Visago, dropping on people. Like this dude's doing a lot of things, and it seems like it's all, of course, it's all PvP related, but you never know what you're gonna get in this case, right? Is it Panicotta Visago, or is it Panicotta and RNI?
Definitely.
Or is it Panicotta and friends?
Yeah.
You know, it could be one of all the above. Or, you know, it could either be one or all the above. And it's like, okay, what the heck should we do? Right. And yeah, he's got a fiend with him. Typically, that's his tackle. And a marshal. Okay. This is what the chat's saying. I don't know. The times that I've seen Panicotta, he's been in an RNI with a fiend as his tackles. So there you go.
Yeah. He's no hippie shit for sure.
I do think that Panicotta was going disguised a little bit, and that's kind of destroying his numbers. And so he went out of disguise, and now he's back to getting kill mails under his name. I was looking at Final Blow too. It's kind of funny how many Serpantis Angel captains or whoever is getting kills, and it's like, oh well, you're not getting credit to your character, at least on these websites, but whatever, right? They still get the loot.
No, what's the idea? Yeah. What's the idea of disguising yourself? Because the idea of this game is kind of make your name known, kinda in the universe.
Yeah,
and, I disguised to kill Rambo, and then I would be like, oh boy, I'll tell you. I'll even tell you after that. I can't keep the secret. I must tell it.
So if you're disguised, you're either one of these 10 people, or you're like an AOA alt. That's basically it. So, yeah. Okay. So there's Panicotta there. So you know, he's on his rightful spot on the mountain, and then Kelway also same thing. Does the needling in the Marzio. And usually he's got, I think the character is Elysium with it. I'm trying to remember if Elysium is with him, if that's like a tackle alt or additional DPS or something, but I could be wrong there. Regardless, Kelway is up at the top of the mountain. These guys get a lot of kills, a lot of either AFK kills or, you know, just finding people with really shitty fits. There's that. Elysium's a PvP.
I think Kway uses Marzio chip. Or was it a Mac? Marzio.
It's one of those two. Yeah. One of those two. The meta, right? It's a lot of these guys.
Yeah,
are
I
using
think I
Marzios.
was fighting him one time, and he just melt my armor like a crazy DPS from that Marzio. Very, very brutal.
I actually haven't encountered
Barrage
him. I've seen
implant.
him. I've seen him around. I actually have not encountered him, so I'm not entirely sure. But I have seen him around.
Yeah,
coming there.
He got one of my Azazel battleships AI ratting.
Rip.
But I'm very robust, so I was thinking I will take him and try to 1v1 with the Azazel, but yeah, my tank failed. Failed it hard.
The Needlers always have
But it was
content.
very close.
The Needlers always have content.
It was very close fight.
Because they like to catch. I mean, they'll jump right into a system that's active, and then on top of that, somebody that's like semi looking at their screen, and then they get a free kill on it.
Yes.
Basically. It's like, oh well, there you go. Rather than
my kill was not free. It was damage to hull.
Okay. All right. So you have your sound on. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
And then at the top of the mountain, we got Tom Plum. He's basically the legend that is not badgering right now, as far as kill males go. Tom Plum from Spy. So he's out there doing his thing, of course, as well. Though I didn't see any notoriously large kill males from Tom Plum this last week, but he's still like number 3 in all-time kills of Eve Echoes, and so it's only suiting.
We should have like this draft of like Badran is number 1, and how many points should you have to surpass the all-time champion?
I don't know, man. Though I just had an idea to make like a Eve Echoes PvP fantasy team. You know, kind of like football fantasy where you choose your team and then they get kill males, and then judging by like what kind of ship type it is or hull type or even the amount of ISK it's worth, then they can get awarded points. Yeah, dude, it's fantasy Echoes.
But no one would choose Chubi. I'm just a free-to-play guy, so
defensive players can get points too. You could just not die. There you go. If you weren't AFK, you wouldn't die.
Die.
Yeah. Hey, you know, it was just an idea. We could figure out the logistics.
It's a good idea.
So
yeah, we will do it.
All right, then, Jibby, do you have
some
any
shape and form?
Do you have any concerns with this week's mountain?
No, looks good.
Pretty legit.
Okay. Nice to see the guys still rolling.
Yeah.
Doing stuff, keeping the game interesting.
The only time I hear people complain about the mountain is when they're not on it. It's like, dude.
Yes.
You get one super kill. You're not going to go on the mountain. You're good for a week.
Yeah, and like even when I was in war, like wartime in Eve Echoes, fighting, killing stuff, I didn't get into that leaderboard. It's very hard. Like even if you get 10 kills in a month, it's not enough. Like you should have like lots more.
Yeah. I killed a nag. Get me on the mountain. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. He probably stole it.
One shot wonder.
He probably stole it. We look at things like that. Anyway. All right.
Even I have a nag kill somewhere. Like I did 0 damage.
There you go.
100 participants.
All right. So there's the mountain. And so here we go with the trench. This is our weekly losers. Posted it on the on-air chat. So I know this is the one.
Let's have a look.
These are some juicy kills. Of course, this was brought to you by Final Blow. And the top kills of the week are the top 3 on the top. They had a Hell die by the skies out in Fountain. And then a Wyvern, 899B, which is oddly cheap for that type of ship. From UFCG.
That's probably something what I would use, like this cost-effective Wyvern.
So, yeah, we had a budget Wyvern, and then we also had a Villain for 472 billion on there as well. And then Boop, Meow got that. So
God damn, that's expensive carrier. That villain.
Yeah.
Why don't you just get a budget Wyvern instead?
Yeah, look how it's fit too. He did a lot of armor.
Yeah, but he did die to a Hell. That's
Yep, and 6 others. So he got dropped on. Now, these bottom 2, they're on the trench for a reason, right? So these bottom 2, you can see that this Aeon died. Okay, you look at the fit. Okay, yep. Typical
That's the
Aeon
Chaos
pilot.
Storm Launcher.
But then you see that they died to an NPC. So obviously this was in DR4. From what I know, the Chaos Storm Launcher, I don't know if they're in all the DRs, but specifically DR4 has
Then you disconnect.
Yeah, you know, it's possible that this might get NetEase SRP'd. You never know, I guess, but
Yeah, maybe this is a DR, insurance fraud type of thing. Maybe.
You never know
So many
nowadays.
people died to this damn Chaos Storm Launcher.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Chaos Storm Launcher for #1 PvPer. Come on, give it up.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, I'm going to give it a high five for this being the most expensive Aeon I've ever seen, too. So. And it's probably not, but it is over a
Brutal.
T, so. Typically, Aeons are pretty cheap.
Oh, yes.
But this one, yeah, he's got some money in this one. So, granted, I don't have the fit up, but there might be some A types or X types on there. I don't know.
And look at the damage. It's only 3.9 million. Even my Dreadnought has more HP than this Aeon.
Well,
look at that.
Well, on the kill mail, it does say 12 million damage taken. So,
yes.
I wonder if it did disconnect or something. But even then, like those Chaos Storm Launchers actually do kind of hurt. They do kind of hurt. So you gotta kill them, relatively quickly. So okay, and then this one actually happened today. From this villain from Erroneous Pagan got dropped on by a special ops fleet. That happened this morning. And so it makes the trench. And check this fit out. It's a villain with shield resistance mods, shield extender on it. All the drones or all the fighters were prototypes. Yeah.
Good God.
Right. So
that's what you get from the boxes,
This
like the ship in the box.
This should have been
go fast.
I'm surprised this wasn't a Science-E. This should belong in natural selection. That's what. But yeah, there's probably a reason why this got killed, right? So who knows what this pilot was doing? They decided to undock and that, but ultimately ended up getting dropped on. So I don't know if they were trying to save somebody else or what had happened, but there it is. So you can even compare it to this other villain up on the top there. So this other villain was in
the
PvE,
other one,
but obviously you can see that he had armor reps on it, and the villain is an armor ship. But it is what it is.
He chose to go shield.
Yes,
that's weird. Maybe no. Yes. Fuck it.
Sir, this is not a Visaga.
It's wrong.
Okay. So, there you go. Look at Rig's first modules. Oh yeah. So that was it for the trench on that. That's all I had there.
We recommend for capital ships, use the ship bonuses and go crazy on that.
You mean I can't just fit a ship how I want? Come on, Juby.
You can, but
I'll end up on the trench.
You can.
This is why I hire.
Yeah.
This is why I hire people to fit ships for me. I'm not good at it.
Ooh. God damn. Like
yeah. So for sure.
fitting service.
Yeah. Though I'm really cheap.
I just do like super tanky. Everything is like very robust. Like you maybe don't have even engines on it. Just pure tank and yeah, like everything maximum tank. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Let's see how that goes. All right. Moving on. I think this is the part that everybody likes watching or seeing is the natural selection.
Oh yes.
Natural selection. So check this out.
Yum.
I actually have 2 slides of natural selection. So check this out. Science-E losses only. So this slide is from PvP only. Right? So here you go. These are your PvP losses of Science-E. So we had one for 281, one for 207, one for 197. And
this first one looks like a a fit what I would use in high-sec islands.
Yeah, I could see
But
that.
yes.
But he's got a red scanner on it for some reason. So there is that.
No, it's not the red scanner.
Oh, it's the
If you
lookalike red
zoom
scanner?
in, you can see. Yes, it's the loot scanner. You get more loot.
That is crabbing at its
Yes,
finest.
ultimate. Yes, farming.
Master
science.
crabber. There you go. And then we got
Now
this
the
one in the
second
middle.
one,
Lost puppy. Yeah.
it's a more robust. Yes, he's more robust, but still, the shield extenders. The ship has shield booster bonus, not shield extender bonus.
Yeah.
So if you had boosters, it could maybe survive a bit longer, but he did
that's
die
just too
to
bad.
a hot drop, I guess. Naglafar.
Yeah. Yeah, by disguise. So there you go. That happened in my old home system, 8-spin. I used to live there. And check this out. This other one happened in 8-spin too. Wonder if this was in the 8-11. So this third one on the top here actually died a minute after this other one did. This guy, he had fighter arrays on it. He's got a shield booster on it. He's got some different fighters on there. But yeah, you can see.
Maybe they're like two buddies with sciences, and they were like, let's go have some fun and rat. And, yes.
Everybody, let's just go out and AFK in Science-y, shall we?
Yeah.
Do that. Okay.
Brutal. 200 million per ship.
Well, it's a lot of IP. So, again, then continuing on, looking at the bottom here, there's an additional 2, 4, 6, 8. There's another 9 kill mills here of just Sciences.
And, by the way, Science gets its skill bonus reduced IP cost when it dies. Yes, so I don't know, was it like, how many % is it? But still, it's cheaper now to lose Sciences. Very nice.
Yeah, it kind of helps when they're not like almost a T in lost mail value. So, experience points, yeah. And so, yeah, here's another one. And unfortunately, I had to add E-Ray to it this morning. He got blopped on his Science-y trying to get out. He was scrammed out of GY5 there. But major rip there. I told him not to IP it. So hopefully he can get himself a better ship. Okay, so that was it for that one. And then here now is your PvE losses. Check this one out.
Oh boy.
Look, I didn't have room for a top 3.
So many.
There's 15
Good
PvE
God.
Science-y losses. Look at that. 175. We had one for 212 billion. Died in DR.
I think most of them are in DR, yes.
Yeah, look at that. DR,
yeah.
ISEC, DR, NDS, DR. Literally one jump from Jita. Nullsec.
Oh, those in high-sec.
Yeah,
he died from purple mission. Yeah, purple mission can spawn the Science-y.
He did a purple mission next door to Jita. Wow, that's funny.
Oh yes. Yeah, I used to farm like these purple missions in high-sec with Science-y, and like suddenly the NPC Science-y is very strong. You need to think how to fight it.
Yeah. Well, you fight Sciences with Sciences, so there you go.
Yes.
And so, yeah, New Caldari is next door to Jita. And then this other one here died in Chlortiller. That's a high-sec island. And so, probably, again, doing a purple or something, ended up dying by that. So, yeah, 15 in the last week. So there you go. Can you believe it? Look, in a lot of
DR
these
is very brutal, looks like.
This one looks like it's the same character, both in a CNDS. This one for 79 in a NDS, and then another one for 114. Same corp tag, and even the symbols. Oh, look, there he is again, right here. DR. How many Sciences this one character lost? 3 Sciences this last week. 11, 12, 7. So
Jesus
11,
Christ.
12. So literally within an hour.
I guess he's taking a break very soon.
He lost
you
two.
know,
He lost
collect
2 within
himself.
an hour in an NDS, and then decided to go into DR, and then lost one again.
Yeah.
Like 10 hours later. So there you go. Congrats.
He
Mega
has
whale
a
right
lot
there.
of flex, I guess. Yes.
And then again from
Oh boy.
VAE is the corporation. He had lost 2 in DR, it looks like. So one was like at 6:42, and then 11 minutes later lost another Sciency. Like how does this happen? I don't know. Must have went in to try and get his loot. He must have tried getting his loot. That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
So.
Get his loot inside the DR. That's
a little late on that, Julie,
good.
but yeah, that was the
not...
joke. Yeah. So there you go.
Not good.
He tried getting his loot out of DR, and that's what happened. Okay, so it's always fun coming up with those slides and kind of seeing this stuff and poking fun at it, and it's just like I don't know what these guys are thinking when they're doing this type of stuff, and so that's why there's a slide.
I think they have this mighty Science C, and it can solo the DR, and they try it, and then they realize it's not so tough.
Yeah. What about
I don't know.
What about the Shanghai? Shall we take a look at the Shanghai?
Is there Shanghai kills?
Losses? Let's check real quick.
I've seen one pilot use a Shanghai as a patrol ship. He patrols the area, doing some PvP maybe.
I brought up Final Blow, and that is a good shout to do Shanghai. Yeah, let's see how many Shanghais were lost in the last week, shall we? So that would be from November 9th to November 16th. Shanghai, search kill mills. None. Okay, so none had died in the last week.
Yeah. That's weird.
How about let's go back 2 weeks. Still nothing. Okay, let me disable PvP and see if any died from PvE. Okay, still none. Oh. Anybody from solo? Still nothing. Okay, interesting. Let's go back.
I think is it like
let's go back
time?
a few months. Okay, so there have been Shanghai losses.
Oh.
Looks like the last one that was lost was on Halloween. So October 31st, for people that don't celebrate it. Halloween, there is a Shanghai loss for 210 billion.
It looks like in nullsec.
NPC fountain. Yeah, from VLT. Somebody was crabbing hard. And yeah, Scholar Target Structure Analyzer. Yeah, from far away, that just looks like one of those freaking red scanners. Kind of funny. This guy's missing
I
2
remember
rigs.
we always were like, oh, he has a red scanner, lol, 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 lol. But then you start to look closely, then, that's the loot scanner.
The times that a Shanghai is lost, maybe we should add it to the natural selection. Look at this. He's missing 2 rigs and a set of fighters.
Oof.
Yeah.
God damn. But maybe the NPCs killed one squadron of fighters that stole the module.
You never know. You never know. But he's got them all in his
the
freaking...
NPCs they're brutal.
He's got the snipers in...
no mercy.
in his fighter bay, but that's basically it. So,
Sniper fighters.
okay, so he does have
Yeah, actually, the snipe fighters are actually not so bad. Like if you use them, like even in PvP, like someone tries to gank you, then you just use the sniper fighters, and
Sure.
he cannot pull them. Like, yeah, very nice.
So since the Shanghai
Yeah,
is well, this went back to June. So should I go back? Let's go back to January 1, 2025.
yeah, you should add the Shanghai, but looks like it's not so popular.
Yeah.
You know,
We got 17 in total have died.
in the whole game.
Yep.
God damn, that's not a lot. And probably most of them is the same guy.
And let's see, if I do PvP, how many have died to PvP? Oh, 33. Holy crap. There's even more. Okay.
Now they're popping up.
Now there's a lot more there. So the last one to die from PvP was on October 25th for 378B. All right, who's got the most expensive one? Oh, that was him. And yeah,
That's
natural
very
clone
cheap.
kill killed it. Cheap. Yeah, I suppose.
Cheap. But it's like an upgraded Science C, you know. It's like, you know, it should be like, I don't know, double the price.
Yeah, an
Wasago
integrated
style.
auto salvager. This happened out in Delve. So, yep. 2 reds, a yellow.
Yeah, I wonder.
Field extender.
Can you have a bodyguard dreadnought weapon on the Shanghai because it has the Doomsday?
The Doomsday, yeah. He's got an
Kinda.
exterminator lance on it. That itself is worth
Yeah,
48
because
billion.
yeah, the Lancer dreadnoughts
Yeah.
can now have also the BG gun.
Imagine shopping for that. Yeah, can I get a couple C-type barreled capital missile torpedoes and an exterminator lance? There you go. Boss man.
Yeah.
Didn't worry
From
work out.
Shipworks, it would be like, okie dokie.
Yeah.
Here's the price tag.
Yeah, here's the price. Be ready tomorrow.
Yes. We have many in stock.
Right. Yeah, so okay. There's been quite a few, but nothing as of this month. So all of these have been happened previous months. So looks like September, August. Did the ship come out in August?
Yeah.
It probably did. Some
But
of the
for
first
sure,
losses.
Science C is more popular than the Shanghai for some
Oh,
reason.
look here, Archer Finn in a Shanghai
Oh
loss. There you
no.
go.
Dun, dun, dun. Let's have a look. There he is.
Ethereal Breach.
Look at his feet. Let's go.
I am looking at
What
it.
the fuck? Look at what? That's no tank.
He's got the cat
What
with 2
he's
balls.
doing?
He's got the cat with testicles,
Ah.
nanocore.
Oh.
Yeah, so-
The cat. Nano.
At least from what I know,
Very
he
nice.
can at least fit a ship. So
Yes, he can, but
this
I
is
would have
weird.
imagined he had more tank.
Well, look at this. It was an ODSF character that killed him. That's a green on green right there.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh boy. They were probably testing having this friendly duel.
In a Marzio?
You know.
Hey, can you check my tank? Yeah, sure. Yeah, 2-shot. Did you have Bombard on? What the hell?
Yeah, this is my hot the solo Marzio.
No,
like
it wasn't a
needle
solo. He had
Marzio.
2
I
other
test?
battleships. He had 2 other battleships on it. So
That's
anyway.
weird.
Yeah, so there you go.
Maybe they suspected Archer is a spy and they killed him.
I think
you
he's
know.
he still may be in ODSF. Oh no, he's corpless right now, I think. No, oh no, he's in ODSF. It doesn't
That's
help his
weird.
snuggly rating though, dying in those ships.
Mm. Oh, oh man.
Mm-hmm. 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 All right, so yep, that is it for Blow Me Mountain natural selection. There you go.
Very interesting mountain or this the trench today. Like
Okay, so
lot of
Archer's
sciences.
in the chat. He said AOA was on the way to kill him. So better green on green than giving it to AOA. I mean, I'll give it to him for that.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
Yeah,
for that.
let's kill all our pilots before AOA comes here to kill them. No, like we don't give them the pleasure.
Don't give them the pleasure of getting that kill mail, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But why just dock or something? I don't know. But there's always like the story in these. Like it's not so simple, I guess. Something happened. Something interesting.
Pull up only can use striker lost mails. All right, let's do a search. I'm gonna do this one, and then we'll call it a show because we got the Chiefs game coming up here in a few minutes.
Oh yes. So. And the Chiefs is your favorite football team.
Yeah, I gotta watch the Chiefs. I plan accordingly. Let's look up can use strikers since January 1 to today, and
I wonder how's your computer doing with the memory, because I guess you were recording in 4K resolution or 8K, so it's like 100 gigabytes per minute.
I had to delete all my previous podcasts. Yeah, I deleted all my previous
everything.
Podcasts. Yeah, I have like 9 videos of all previous podcasts that take up space because. Anyway, so we had
but they're already in YouTube.
One can use striker die in PvP. That happened on January 17th for 3.5B. Now let's see PvE. Only one loss. So there you go, Trupa. Nobody uses that ship.
Yeah. Is it Trupa who died?
No, he was requesting pull up only can use striker lost mails. That was a request.
Yeah. But he's using that ship. Like
now kills.
That's his
now let's go to
he
kills.
uses it.
Filter by ship. Can you striker?
Yeah. He has decomposer skills and everything.
Can you striker? Okay, so a number. Oh, here we go. Trupa. There's like 3 people in New Eden using can use strikers.
Yes.
And Troop is one of them.
Rare.
Yeah. So there you go.
Even I look at that ship and be like, what the like
there you go.
Can't say heads or tails.
Congratulations, you're one of 3 in New Eden that use Canyon.
Yes.
If you're good at
go,
something,
Trupa, go.
Be good at that. Good stuff.
Yes.
Okay. All right. With that, I closed out my browser because I'm gonna close out the podcast. we're gonna call it at that. All right. So I think that was a 2-hour show. You freaking believe that? Anyway, it was
shit.
It was good stuff. See,
all the way.
All we have to do is do 1 2-hour show a month, and it already surpasses any other Eve Echoes content creator. We do more. We do more.
That's why I'm here.
There you go. Very low effort, right, Juby? All you have to do is show up.
I just be myself.
There you go.
I just be myself, and no fake stuff.
Right.
Yubi is not fake.
Well, Yubi, I definitely appreciate you spending your time and coming on the show. And I know it's up late. You're way up late. Freaking, it's got to be like 2 a.m. where you're at. So
almost midnight.
Okay,
but
it's still pretty
it's
late.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As always, it's nice talking with you. Thank you for coming on. And as well as the audience, we had a decent amount of people in the audience today. And for all of you that continue following the podcast and listen to us on a bi-weekly basis, thank you very much for coming and joining us with on the show today. And I do hope to have some more guests in the future and to talk about this war that's happening in the South that some people may not really know too much about between TSC and NICE. So I hope to have some guests on to possibly talk about that. I know we didn't really get to the patch notes and that type of stuff. I didn't get to talk about the court clash, though that's not over yet, but that's still ongoing. So we got, updates probably for that on the next episode, and then as well as whatever else comes about in New Eden. So with that being said, I want to appreciate everyone that joined us today live on the podcast, and thank you, 07, and Juby, say your goodbyes, and I'll close it out there.
See you next time.
What?
And 07.
Tortured that, Juby. You tortured it. Yeah, lay off the Juby juice.